Thank you so much. It is really a pleasure and then privilege to be over there. And it was a lovely sessions where I keep hearing from others. Thank you so much. All right. Okay, fine. Feel free to just make sure in case of any queries or anything, I'm able to address that. It is not a monologue. I prefer to have a dialogue. So with that, let me just share my screen profile. I'll just give me a minute. Let me share. Hmm. Is my screen is visible? Thank you. Let me just go back. Super. Right. I am unable to see you, so I'm just hoping things are okay. In case of anything, just do let us know about it. Happy to be here and power of bringing women back to work. It's my journey where we just passionately just do this for day in day out. Thought of just bringing some stories, some transformation, which really kindle our thought process. How we can just do it together now. So that's where we just thought of bringing this session to you. Before I move on to that, I thought it's a real story, so thought of picking a thread from here. So this is where we just started our journey a couple of months back, saying that okay, can we just bring 10 women's and we will just go to corporate and make that happen. So as a team, we all just taken that month target for us to do that work. And at the end of the month, believe me, we are able to bring 15 women's back to work. So isn't it nice? And it's just not the women. And we also have stories to tell you that how corporates have just seen this transformation, how the society has seen the transformation, how the family has seen the transformation. That's what we are just going to look into that. So, who are these women? So, some of the women, I'm going to take you through their journey, but some of the women's, again, you can go to online and look at that. So, there are women who have taken a 5 year break, joined IBM. So, there's a women who have taken a 2 years break, joined Infosys, and some of them have just gone into the startup and become a consultant. Anyway, so for us, the only one mission break the break. There is nothing called break. We can just break it and then become your vision of just dream of what you want to be. We can just make it happen. So that's why we are here to just do that. And all these things are available online. Anytime you can go and play their own journey. They would be sharing their journey, what were there and how are they transformed. So it becomes inspiring for each of us to look into that. So let's just start that how individually it just brings the pieces together to see the holistic picture. So today I'm going to talk about the transformation which is happening for in this initiative personally, for corporate, for family, for society. That's the journey I'm just going to take about that. So let me just take from personally. When we are bringing women back to work, when they are not working, how it is transforming them personally. Some of the examples. So this is the just so this is Vrinda where she just restarted her career with 8 years of break and able to join. Right. So the Vrinda is just having two kids where one of them are started in the working stage, other person is in the final year of college. So when the kids are at that age resuming back and doing this similar profession what she was aiming for to become a consultant and the career oriented of a IT professional was something like a dream come true. So personally the age was she was having a self question, oh at this age can I do this, and now the kids are all just grown up. I don't know anything what to be done about it. My family care has been just been ended now. I'm no longer required to do any of the full-time job. So when these people are having this question mark and when they get transformed, now the kids, both a daughter and a Brinda are able to go back to the job at the same time. Though it is not the same client, but at least they have a schedule to just go and then look into that. So the kind of a joy what they are bringing is really tremendous. So this is one story of a Vrinda, but I just would like to just give you for a context couple of women on a different stage. So we do have our community member Jyoti from Katak, where single mom, and then suddenly she has not started working anytime after the marriage, but then when the husband passed away, doesn't know what to do. Now, proud to say that she is just handling the entire customer care for one of these startup, and then she was not even able to talk about English and handle that, and she beautifully does that. Just last week when I just met the employer, they said this is the one of the asset. In fact, we just gave two of the people. The other person is also extremely handling the work better. So this is the one of the gems you people have just given it to us, and for last 4 to 5 years we are happy with them. So that's the story. So when you just bring the women, there is something like they get the personal fulfillment. They just get the commitment to just do more, just not for them, for their surrounding, which could be your employer, which could be your family, which could be your society. Everywhere they just get transformed, and then they just talk about it. So the personal stories with us, whether it is Jyoti or it is Vrinda, or even there is a woman where just moved from Orissa, saying that Bangalore is a hub and I would like to just explore a organization. Any organization wanted to come back. So Purva was talking in the previous session, right? So when you have your willpower, the destiny, whatever you want to create, you can create. And this is the story where a couple of women, where they have just taken the oath saying that I can and I will. So that's the one where I would like to just bring a couple of women for you to just understand their personal transformation. Is it only the personal transformation? Absolutely, the answer is no. So let's also look at that. When these women joins a different corporate or a employer, or they take some consultancy assignments, whatever they would like to do about it, their aspiration. How is the transformation happening on the business side? That's our next one, which we are going to look at that. So this is the corporate story, which is close to our heart. And when we just started this initiative, when we were struggling to just finding it out our footstep, so Cisco is the first place where we were just able to break the break for our initiative, and we started the initiative with 4 members. So today we have close to around 50 plus members, where we were transformed only through Cisco itself. So that's the kind of a magnitude we are talking about it. And also the kind of way they've just done, probably I'll just take a step and then give you that how this corporate especially transforms this our initiative to a betterment for people as well as for the organization. So when they just brought, so there is a 3 levels of initiatives where we were able to pick it up. One is about the leadership vision, saying that let's just go ahead. And then they identified the evangelist in the management level, where they can just go and talk about it. Hey, you know what, let's just go about it and let's see the success of it. The evangelist is not only just spreading the word. Some of the evangelists also pick up that, being they are the business unit head and the project managers, they said we will also implement it. And when they implemented, so the success story is they were able to receive a great award for the organization because of the performance. They were able to retain the employees without anything about the attrition and etc. The performance was absolutely undeniable, where people wanted to come back. They just gave more than 100% to produce about it, and all they were able to get it just because of a couple of modification they did. One is they are accepted that they are coming from break and I am going to support. So they just make sure, as an evangelist, went ahead to the one more down the line. You said that, hey, you know what, we are going to support and let's just go with a slow pace and create that cushion for them to accept it and come back. Once they are ready, we will accelerate. That's all was a thought process. The framework went very well, and again, online it is available. You can just go ahead. The evangelists like Deepa Parthasarathi and people like that came back and then said that this is one of the beautiful way of bringing women back to work. So that's about the corporate, and we do have a multiple corporates where we are working, where we are not allowed to just bring them on public space, but then most of the time you can go and then look at that. Most of the corporates are picking up this thread and then working with us to just bring the women back to work. So that is the corporate side of it. Now let's move on how this family have just got impacted. So I was just talking about a couple of women stories to you, right? So let me just give you their family perspective, how it has happened, all right? So this is where we were having a woman wanted to come back to work, and the moment she just got the offer, the fourth standard studying kid have just come back and said, now I can go and write in my diary, my mom is also a working mom. Right? So that's the sense of pride where we are able to see that. And when we just place the women and then started seeing the continuously year plus the women is working and financially supporting, here is the comment from the husband: from now on, I don't need to be a single breadwinner. And even if I don't have a job, now you are there to help us out as a family. What a profound statement we are bringing. And recently, you should have just seen again when Durga just got placed in Infosys with after 10 years of a break. And just by getting the offer, the comment from family, oh, I am fan of Madam Sudha Murthy, and now you are joining in that organization. Now that my mother is just going to show me my idol to me. So this is the kind of a transformation we see, and they are able to. There are women now; they are able to take care of their parents without any challenges because there is additional income. The medical care has been taken care. After COVID, now both men and women in the family, or even I would say that elders in the family, feels that making sure women is also part of the earning potential is a necessary. And families who are just had only one single income are able to find that the kind of a stress free life and the happiness as well as the standard of living is just going up, just because when we are able to bring both members of the family are earning member. So this is the another transformation where we are exclusively able to see with the kind of appreciation. Sometimes husband calls and then says that, hey, you know what, thank you so much for doing that. Now we have a less fight at home, we have a good understanding at home. So this is the kind of a transformation where we keep seeing about it in family, when we are able to enable the women is also a earning member in the family. Let's move on to the next one. This is about society transformation. This is one of the picture which really just gives you the sense of what we are just looking at. That it's no longer a taboo or no longer a mandate, no longer as the a custom or a culture or something like that, where we are just able to see the transformation in the society. We just increasing the population of the women coming back thanks to pandemic as well. Now most of the corporates are ready to accept the women back to work, where they are bringing women back to work, and the trend is changing. At home we are able to see both men and women are coming together to share the work, and office place that is also happening over there. So this is a welcoming change where we are seeing in the society transformation, where, and in fact we are seeing increasingly awareness as well as the steps taken from every side of the story, whether it is a corporate or whether it is the women are also now started looking for any way, everywhere we can just make it happen, looking for the platform like us to just go ahead and then help us out about that. So this is the transformation where we are seeing that at the social side it is happening for all of us to just look at that. So with that, I just wanted to just give you the next phase of it. If these are all the right things and nice things are happening over there, how do we make it happen? Is there a way to just make it happen? Is it a simplified solution? Of course, the answer is yes. We can just make it happen. It's not a rocket science where we don't know. It's all about the simple steps. We are just going to look at that. What are all the simple steps we are talking about? This is the simple steps. So we have a philosophy to just bring that to whether we go to a corporate or anybody saying that, how do we do? We are all working professional, Manjula, or we are all not working professional. How do we do that? Is it a man or a woman? It doesn't matter. The framework applies for everybody. At the end of it, we wanted to make sure everybody have just come to a college, graduated, and then wanted to just become financially independent, and we need to enable this ecosystem. How do we create that ecosystem? Simple way, I probably wanted to again take a step back and tell you about it. If you are working, right, so the working, you could be an architect, you could be a lead, you could be a developer, you could be a manager, whoever you are. If you are in a workplace, see whether you can become a real practitioner to walk the talk. How do we do that? Be a buddy for a knowledge or a skill. So if somebody were in your organization, they are bringing women back to work, this holds good for anybody. It's just not something with the gender specific, but if somebody is coming with the bringing women back to work initiative, this framework also fits into very well, right? So you're just going to become a knowledge or a skill partner to help them. So as I was saying, when we are able to see bringing women back to work is able to receive an award at Cisco for their performance, of course we will also be able to do that. So this is where they have just done that, where as a practitioner they were able to build the skill and knowledge for the fellow women professionals as a buddy. So they were able to just say that, hey, this is what is the learning, this is what you have to do. You just do that, and I will just guide how do we do about it. So that was the first thing which we were able to see that. And second, be a buddy for emotional support. Sometimes they might be having a mood swing at home front because of the XYZ reason. It's unwell or lot of work pressure, maids are not available, whatever is the scenario. If they are having their ups and downs of an emotional mood swing, just be empathetically, let's be a buddy for them to listen, and then bring them back to normalcy so that they are able to perform better. So that's the other part where we can just do that. And the third one is being a physical help. So right, sometimes you can also just if it is a workplace, you can also deliver, take care of their deliverable if possible for some time, so that it just comes back to us. I will just talk about it a little later how it just comes back. But then as a buddy, as a practitioner, we can all help each other to make sure, yes, we are bringing a good environment. So how it will be, Manjula, if it is going to be a home front? That's a question, other question, right? If I'm a husband, if I'm a brother, or if I am a sister, it doesn't matter, right? So at home front also see that whether your family members are longing for going back to work. Again, the same things you can be replicating that. If your mother would like to just join back, that what is the knowledge or the skill, you can just give it to your mother. What is that you can knowledge or the skill, you can help your wife to just know about it. So the same concept, it's not something you have to come to office and then practice that. We even at home we can just practice that for anybody, or even some support system for somebody is coming to your house help, and then their daughter, their kids wanted to do about it, and we are having a knowledge and the skill support online at our fingertip, just extending that and saying that, hey, you know what, these are all the resources, you can also look for that. It need not be that we have to sit and then give them entire thing. Just guide them, just be that at home for anybody. It could be your family member or your support member or any of the friends, doesn't matter. You can replicate the same thing. Same thing, the emotional support. If you being a husband and then you're working and you're finding your wife is not comfortable being at home, just be a sounding board, and then give a emotional support, saying that, hey, you know what, these are all the ways people are just doing, and having this skill with you, we can also look at that. Is it only the job they need to do? Of course no. They can all become a freelancer or solopreneur, multiple ways today. You name the opportunity it is available, give their the emotional support. You can do it, you will do it, and you are the only person can make it happen. Give them the kind of a support so that they would be able to do that. The physical help. So again, just to come back and then give you the kind of a support extended by the family for Durga, which I was talking about for you, right? So Durga, with 10 years break, when she decided to come back, she just have a family of husband and a daughter of seventh standard or something. She's just going over there. So that's their family. And believe me, all three of them have just got a COVID impact. Still, the family member said, now you have taken the journey of just coming back. You are in a training period. I want you to just go about it. Let's all of us have just support physically to make sure your schedule is not getting hampered. So in spite of that, there is a isolation and everything. She never just, she probably took a break for 3 4 days, but then she continued her journey. The family was relentlessly just were able to give 100% support for them to do about it, right? And this is the beauty of it. So the moment you see there is a little need, or there is an aspiration in family member, the same thing you all can just extend, whether we are a man or a woman, doesn't matter. We can be a buddy for anybody and anywhere. So this framework works well for us. And other than that, the leader and the influencer, if you are in an organization, you are a manager, you are a strategic leader, you head or something like that, workplace, you can do wonder. All you have to do is set this as an example to just start a small initiative if you are able to do that. I'm not a leader, Manjula. How will I just go about? Let's be the influencer. Again, I'll just bring back the Durga story. Durga's husband is working for Microsoft. He just went ahead and just not with Microsoft. He just went ahead and called his own friends and then says that my wife is just able to do about it. And same thing as your wife also can just do that. Please bring her back to work. It's a simple thing, right? He is not looking for whether I have a leadership position or whatever it is, but whatever I experience, I wanted to just inform my friends, my family, my network, so that they are able to just see the benefits or the happiness what we are seeing. They are able to see that. So you can be an influencer anywhere, whether it's a workplace, family, or society. If your friends are just going through some challenges, having single income and feeling that there is a friction at home just because there is a relationship is are getting strained because they are not working, please go ahead and step in and just follow the simple step. Be a buddy. Just be a buddy for anything and everything what they can just work about it.